Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, where, sadly, things are going very poorly for us indeed. Yeah, the last few episodes haven't gone very well, and it's not been my proudest. Yeah, didn't exactly have my proudest moments in the last few episodes. I did take a short break, and money's low, so I can't really afford a medium quest. Obviously, I cannot afford to go back to the courtyard. Hey, what on earth's going on here? So, it's randomizing quest rewards again, now that I've undone the supposed fix that may have broken things with the librarian. And yeah, so at least it's not that bloody silver musket ball anymore. But anyway, can't go back to the courtyard. I'm going to need a full level 4 party with no afflictions, which is going to be really difficult if they've got the Crimson Curse, and with good trinkets and well trained up skills, you know, good equipment. I'm going to need to overpower the encounter essentially, which unfortunately means something like 7 or 8 more weeks not going there. As for dealing with this crow, we only have 3 level 5 heroes. Well, level 5 and 6, you know, it's just not worth it. And we can only afford short runs. So we have this, but low is going to be like an all-afflicted party. And that, well, almost all, and that would just be a disaster. But can I afford a medium? Okay, his deeds nice. Essentially, what I'm going to have to decide, do we just go on another blood run? I think a blood run might do it. But before that, I'm going to go do a quick trinket sort. So, Reynold, he got good trinkets. Dismas, there might be something better than that we can find at some point. Fennel. Now this is I did have a little look between episodes, I promise. Fennel here has the Blightstone with a plus 10% Blight skill chance, and I could have sworn there was something here with a better Blight skill chance. There's also that for a straight up 20% stun increase, which I'm seriously considering, but it was something around here. That's not it. Okay. Ah, yeah. So that is the same. That's resistances. There was something here with... There we go, the Blight Amulet. Plus 30% Blight skill chance. Plus 20% Blight resistance. Minus 20% bleed resistance. There. I mean, that's that's a vast improvement for her already. You know what? Right. Ulcina Vein has no other class trinkets. That is a 10% skill. Stuns. Is it worth just grabbing something else from here? Okay, yeah, that'll do. That will do, yep. See, we're getting improvements. It might be worth. I mean, that's a disease and Crimson Curse. That's a bad combination, you know. Of Crimson Curse and Afflicted. See, what I'm thinking with Ren is we might ditch the Twilight Cloak for a Hero's Ring. Because that would give her base 25, 50, 65% virtue chance, I think. And then she could go on some serious quests. But we want to protect her and lock that unyielding. So I'll hold off on that. Dost Akbar. I don't really use stun very much with the occultist. Debuff skills, yes. Especially if they're marking skills. While that's good for the occultist, it might not suit the way I play. Arella, do you have? Yes, you do. Okay. Right. Dodge and critical, that's just good. Dodge speed, reduced health. Debuff skill chance. Okay, so that would be Eye Thief, Flurry, and Fleeting Escape. So that would make for a very specific playstyle. Flurry is front free, Volley Fire is back free. Quick shot, Eye Thief. Interesting. Right, Chevrella doesn't have a second trinket equipped at all. And of course we got the crest of the 1100, which could be switched around to someone else. So, see, I'm thinking we could, if it's true that the virtue chance is no longer capped at 40%, then we could push for a very high virtue chance of something like 75% on someone. In fact, here is Ring. It's worth trying. And if it works out well, we can send those trinkets to someone else. Ludwig, he needs what does he need? I mean, that's okay. Snake oil is not bad when he's got that much stress, but if we find something to replace it with, that would also be good. Rosnav, that's always good. Stun resistance for a man-at-arms would be really good. Do we have anything with lots of stun resistance on it? I think mostly it's stun skill chance and not stun resistance on the trinkets we have. I'm sure this is absolutely riveting gameplay. Look at these mad skills. There's stun resist. It does have prot on it though, so we'll stick with that for now. Sienna has the Crimson Curse, so we don't need the disease resistance anymore. Yeah, I'd go with that because she's vulnerable to stress. Sophie, I'm not sure we're going to get much use out of this, to be honest, so... Let's actually get the sword wrapped down there. Swap those two over, it looks a little bit nicer that way around. Right, Stanford, yeah, we know he could do with some better stuff. Colleen, we're going to have to go get good Vestal healing trinkets again because they've all disappeared. She's also our only Vestal, and we need more to arrive on the stagecoach. Little Nemian could start using a handkerchief. And she doesn't have the Crimson Curse. Yeah, okay. I mean, that is a nice trinket, but I still need to find something good worth locking in for her. Jamila, well, reduced stress for her is really good anyway. No more shield breaker trinkets. Lavinia, okay, now we already got one of those, and I think she's our only grave robber. Right, now, Korun. Korun, there are trinkets here. Lots, many class trinkets. Okay. Crit and speed. Accuracy and accuracy and critical hit, more stress. It's either going to be the healing armlet or the fortunate armlet. Really. The leper has good personal stress removal, so we go with that. Right, Helen does not have anything yet. We should probably give her something as a level 3 heroine. Give her a book. Nice pair of books to read. Lizanne is good for trinkets for now. Lyncia Viscerine has... Right. We're not really using her stun skill much, but we can give her the Faithful Pendant. Alina, if you're not going to the Crimson Court, don't take this. She's actually in a pretty good state, so if we can just get her... Oh, she's got the Crimson Curse already. Right, Roslyn. Well, there's no downsides to it, and she does have one bleed skill prepared. Okay. Lilla, do you have any antiquarian trinkets? No, we don't. Kasham, again, we're just like short on trinkets now. Okay. Time to push on with our low-level quest or our blood run and try and get... what's it going to be? Or we could even go on a boss run, take Reynold out to get him to level 4. I mean, if we went for the Necromancer, we could get another Hero's Ring. Oh, this is very tempting now. Right. Ethereal Crucifix. I want to put this off. I really don't want to do this. We also lost our only flagellant, didn't we? Yeah. Nothing we really want here that we don't already have, apart from maybe the Plague Doctor. Does she have anything nice? I mean, it's a nice selection of skills. Oh yeah, this is a skin that got pulled from the community and hasn't been re-released. Well, it got re-released once briefly. This is part of that skin pack I mentioned that was of dubious origins, because it's blatantly just another one of the Plague Doctor skins with a face on here instead of the mask. It's one of Morgane's skins with a different face added. So we shouldn't really use it. Now, do I have no deeds. If I did, what would I be looking to make? Well, they're all fairly expensive, so I can concentrate on town upgrades for now. We've fully upgraded the Survivalist. Can't upgrade the Stagecoach until the Weaponsmith and Armourer have been... Oh no, if we got a load more deeds. Okay. We also want to upgrade the guild at some point. So actually, I should probably hang on to these crests for now. But we'll get more over time anyway. The Abbey needs more. Yeah. Anything we can get here? Yes, actually, we can start improving these. And why not?
The front line of this war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
And since we're on a mad rampage of upgrades, okay, these are pretty expensive. I'm tempted, but we're not really at that kind of stage where we can start buying trinkets yet. Okay. Yeah. Deeds. might actually be worth it. All this blood run. I don't think we want to take out our low-level heroes again this week. This is all really tough because we just don't have the money. Do we? Do we actually temporarily hire a third librarian? Yeah, I can see where this is going. Okay. This is going to be really stupid, by the way. Oh, she's level 2, right? Yeah, okay. What shall we call her? Well, she's going to focus on peace of mind mostly for this run. Wait a minute. We'll call her Tilly for now. Tilly's duty is to see these characters through into 3rd level with minimum... Yeah, alright, love. No need to make a huge fuss about it. Oh, but then we needed our antiquarian... Yeah. Oh well, never mind. And actually we'd get an arbalist trinket as well, that's lovely. In we go then. Our goal is to remove as much stress as possible. Right, well that's more food than we're going to need for this run. It is for ruins. We have limited blood. We should probably go on another blood run soon. But this is another recovery period. And there we go. So basically, I need to build up my heroes before I can take on the Baron again, which is very frustrating because it means more time, more heroes wasting away due
Pace
to
out the
lack of
halls
blood.
of your lineage once familiar. Now, foreign.
And that is an insane amount of stress to have to deal with. Okay, one moment. Fearful, paranoid, selfish. Paranoid's going to be the hardest to shift. Okay, what have we here?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Look, any room that is safely explored during this quest is a bonus room. Ah. Oh, nice. Sometimes they just read disturbing things. Now wait. Do I drop them Nova enemy to instead get protected? We'll see how the stress goes. You can look at it. Great.
Watch your step.
Well, she is all scared and trembling and worried. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Hey, the pull worked. I like it. Can I make this work? Ah! Oh, that's a relief. I've been spending the entire recording so far attempting to dislodge a piece of broccoli from between my teeth, and I think I might have finally got it. Oh, great.
The will to fight falters.
That's all we needed. What?
Powerful blow.
Oh, they just keep piling on the stress.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
At last, a little stress relief.
Executed with impunity.
Okay, a little stalling, just to get that stress relief, and then we kill it.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Okay, we could absolutely do it for protection. There we go, extra dodge and protection. She really needed that. Now, lighting the torch is reasonable considering the fact that we're about to do a massive amount of backtracking. Let's hope nothing has been following along behind us and now stands between us and the entrance. Not that we're planning on using the entrance, but it would be tedious because we believe this to be safely explored. Let's push onwards down the longer branch and get as much explored as we can. Hopefully all the way to about there, because that's as far as we need to go. Okay. Ugh.
Another abomination
That's
cleansed from
nice.
our lands.
And this is less nice. Well, that worked. What's that, 109 now? 109. Well, that was a beauty. Oh, of course, because it adds blight suddenly at level 3. I don't know why, I think they must be using Pitch Black Dungeon a lot or something. And apparently Pitch Black Dungeon likes to massively upgrade skills at level 3 for no reason. I mean, at least make it a bit more gradual, you know? Anyway, let's shoot a skeleton. It may now... Nope. Still gets another turn. Ow. Okay, I'm going to try for a stun here, just for healing stalling. Sure, avoid danger by dashing forwards into its open arms. Alright. Oh, ow! It's still going. That blight was weaker than I thought. I should have checked it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Please resist. Did not resist. It's most unfortunate.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
So, I've watched a little more of Loteri's playthrough and... Oh, no! Don't you... Flipping idiot. I've watched a little more of Loteri's playthrough, and I had to stop watching mid-episode again because he managed to do something I hadn't done in Crimson Court, and it's like, okay, stopping here, you know. But yeah, he managed to find how to get firewood in the Crimson Court, and now that I know that, that is something I will be remembering straight away. It's the extra crates full of glass bottles of wine. If you use a shovel to smash all the glass, you can rip the plates apart, rip the crate apart for firewood. It's awesome. So yeah, he was able to camp right before the Baron fight, and I stopped after the second act of a Baron fight, because I suspect there's a third one. Actually, I saw him start trigger the third action. I thought, okay, I better stop here. But yeah, he handled it not dissimilar to the way I would have handled it, but he was a lot luckier, had a healthier team, no one was afflicted, they'd all had benefits of camping skills, they were all level 4 characters with maxed out skills and maxed out equipment, went in there, moshed the thing, and basically it's seeming like that's what I'm going to have to do if I want to stand a good chance. In the meantime, I get to carry on exploring down here, in these old and ancient ruins. Oh, speaking of which, I also recently took the opportunity to read every single word in the Backer's art book PDF from the Kickstarter, including the 2-word incomplete sentence and the spelling mistake. But yes, it does seem to indicate and confirm my suspicions that the caretaker is definitely in on things and is definitely heavily involved in all the nastiness that is going on. Now, she knows what to do with this.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
There's another one. It is presented as the journal of a royal. So yeah, this isn't a republic or anything. This is a proper royal family. A royal inspector, like a tax inspector, who stumbles across the hamlet, and he meets the caretaker and goes up to his house and gets shown around. And I didn't bring any blood. Why did I not bring any blood? I thought I had. Great. Just great.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Bet I don't find any down here either. Maybe we should have called her Clements. I hate word names. They always seem so unimaginative. The only thing worse than word names really is those names that women have that make you just think, oh, you poor thing, your father obviously wanted a boy. You know, the one where it's just blatantly a man's name, but with an extra syllable tacked on the end. You never know, it could be something positive, and it's not. Oh, and it gets dark as she spent a long time reading.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Great. Oh, wonderful. I mean, come on, you know, just come on.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Well, that was lucky. Don't you dare pass. Oh, good grief. Well, this is not going to be a successful stress removal run. Tell that straight away. I mean, we're not even going to bring much money back to town. Ow. Yeah, just refuse help, you know, because that is really helpful. We've got a couple of keys. So we can open the chest after the fight. And we'll have nearly finished. I mean, yeah, maybe that chest will be this quest's redeeming feature.
A singular strike.
Because right now... What is wrong with you, woman? Paranoia, of course. Well, let's just work on this stress then. And of course, straight to death's door.
The very precipice of oblivion.
Come on. Finally.
Inspiration and improvement.
Have I removed the initial heal already? Because I don't believe I have. I'm just getting no healing rolls again. Constantly. The entire run.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, so at this point, how's this actually end up being 90%? I think there's 2 rooms left, aren't there?
Finding the stuff
Oh,
is
no, just
only
one.
the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Well, no scouting roll, not going to risk it. We're just all going back to town. These people are all horribly
The
stressed.
shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
And they're going to get a lot of negative quirks. Calm replaced. Shocker. Okay.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright. Did anybody die? Nobody died from the Crimson Curse. 1 person drank blood. That means we've actually gone up in blood this week due to the blood bank creating more. Is there anyone nice in the stagecoach for us to use? There are 2 very nice people right here. Yeah, that's awkward, isn't it? But that is a very reasonable, and then, of course, we are taking you straight away, lady. No questions about it. I don't care if you are ginger. You're getting the job.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
What should we call her? We should... Let's just call her Sister Mary. Mary. Just like if George R.R. Martin can't fucking spell names to save his life. Because I'm sorry, there's no fucking way you spell Marjorie that way. Yeah, we'll just call her Sister Mary for now. Wait, no, Sister Wendy. Sure. We haven't had Sister Wendy already, have we? If you don't know about Sister Wendy, she was a nun who was also an art critic, who had a TV series on art and history of art, and she'd give her view of paintings. And let's just, there we go, that one. I'll change the colours if it gets thingy weird and wonky, you know. And I believe next week oh bollocks, not a blood run. Not a blood run at all. Okay. Okay. So, it takes us to Wendy. That's a medium. That's a short. But we're bleeds on the Hellion. Oh, give us convention. Yes. Yes, that's where we're going next week. But in the meantime, we have enough money to actually start upgrading people or sending people in for treatment. Kleptomaniac needs to be dealt with right now. Yeah, range skills on the Hellion. Range skills again, we can leave those all there. So yeah, resilient is stress healed. I think for now, wait, skilled gambler? Okay, let's risk it. And it's a medium. Okay, Helen, you deserve some better literature. And Korun deserves some training. Withstand and Solemnity will both improve. Go on. Because he's our only leper and we need to train him up. Okay, that brings us to the end of this episode. We are staggering slowly on the road to recovery. Also considering ditching one of our low-level characters here in exchange for this leper. I mean, the traits aren't very good, but is there anyone here we could afford to do without? Oh, probably Lilla, to be honest, at this point. But she's got the Crimson Curse, so we're not going to let her loose to infect the countryside, because that would just be bad. We must treat these afflicted people responsibly. And if some of them could die off soon, that would be really nice, because it's getting a bit ridiculous. Oh, yeah, Fennel could do it well. Yeah. We will upgrade Incision. Because we can afford to work a little bit on that. Any nice, over-expensive, overpriced trinkets in the stagecoach? Yes, absolutely. We could make them a bit cheaper. And it's going to be a long time before we upgrade that fully, but we don't have enough heroes to really need that at the moment anyway. Yeah, okay. So thinking for next... Oh, we cannot go there next week. Because low-level heroes are unavailable to do so. Oh, that's a pain. Right, where can we go then? Okay. You know what? Let's think a little crazy here. We send Chivrella. We don't send Chivrella, of course. Rosnav? Yeah. Then... little Nem. And who else? Lizanne? I mean, she does need to... Oh, this is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Right. That may very well be our party for next time. Or 1, 2, 3. Do we just send a 3-person party into the cove for a week while people recover? Now there's an interesting thought. That caregivers convention is just so tempting though. Should not have put Rosalind in for treatment. Oh well, I'll give it a little thought in between episodes and record the next one sometime soon. Hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll say bye-bye for now. Cheerio!